yesterday evening. Well, we had a big journey yesterday, and we found our way to our German Stellplats, which is where we are right now. It's early in the morning, about 7:30. You see it's light, absolutely tipping it down with rain the whole journey yesterday. So it was really, you know, not the sort of weather we like. It was, you know, down at, you know, in the morning time it was down around 4 degrees. Managed to get up to about 8, which is about a third of what we've been used to down in Montreal. So you know, it's just been cold, very cold. I had to put some jogging bottoms on underneath my trousers yesterday just to keep my legs warm. And I've got a t-shirt and a jumper, wearing a jumper all the time. So, you know, but this morning we were awake having a cup of tea, about 7:15, I suppose, and we might be able to hear the buzzing. Sounds like a drone. I thought, blooming hell, somebody's flying a massive drone over the top of the thing. But no, it isn't. All of the this is a massive car park, right? A bit is sectioned off for motorhomes, although cars and lorries park in here too. We're the only motorhome in here. There's a couple of cars down that way, but there's hedges between all the rows, you know, like a standard thing. If I get out of the way, you might be able to see that out there. Yeah, so you can see the hedges there, and the buzzing is the men cutting the hedges or trimming. So so there's about 4 of them out there with massive long hedge trimmers. Literally the blades are like 3 foot long with a motor on, and they're just going round. I've moved excuse me, I've moved to the centre of the car park to keep away from the hedges, because they were sort of coming down and sort of trimming the hedges just the other side of the van, and we were parked up close, so I thought, oh well, better move. But what I noticed this is a bit of a shock. They blocked off both the entrances to the thing. I think that's while they're working in here. We drove towards it, and one of the guys said, oh, do you want to go out? I said, well, no, not yet. We'd be about half an hour or so. But anyway, we went shopping yesterday, and Wendy's standing there, and wants to come in and tell you about toilet rolls, don't you, darling?
Yeah, I do. Because I thought I'd have a look in Lidl's in Germany and see what they've got on their shelves. Well, no hand sanitisers or antiseptic wipes or antiseptic soaps, but joy of joys, I got the very last toilet paper pack. Now, which was one roll missing.
Well,
yes.
It was on the shelf, like this.
Yeah. So
it was just like that. Somebody taken a roll out of it, or.
Yeah, it was lying on the floor. I guess other people didn't want it because it was open, but
I don't know whether there's one missing.
Yes, there is. Yes, I think so. 3, yeah, one missing. There is. 8
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one missing.
Anyway, maybe people didn't want that because it was open and someone had took one. But the best thing was I got it. He reduced it for me, so it was only €1.07.
Yeah.
So that's good. And
it's a little bit off-putting because it's recycled toilet paper. So somebody's already used it once.
But
at least. Doesn't smell though.
But no, it was very calm in the shop. There was nobody, not many people in there, and nothing different like all the Lidls I've been into, apart from those things that I was looking for. So never mind, we got what we wanted, but I'm just going to pop into another one before we go to the port. because we're having terrible trouble with the drain, so the waste thing, so we're going to get something to put down there. The waste
the grey,
maybe bicarb of soda or something.
The grey waste, right? So
yeah.
Well, it's not too bad. So what I suggested was that we put some sort of bleach down the sinks, and I tipped half a bottle down between the bathroom and the kitchen sink yesterday, and that's improved it enormously. And we've driven along, and it's got a little bit. We emptied the waste yesterday morning. We've filled it up during the day a little bit with a little bit of water, and we tipped half a bottle of sort of watery, bleachy stuff. It says it kills 99.9% of all germs.
We meant to look that up to see what it was we was putting.
Don't know what it's watery.
I don't know what it was, but
and
I'm not really. Yeah.
After a little while, it doesn't smell of anything in the bottle, does it? Really? But after a little while, there was a bleachy smell coming out of the drain, so which I suppose it's working. And it's better than the stinky smell.
Yes, it is better. Yeah. But the reason we're doing this shopping is because everything is so expensive in Sweden.
I think
so it's dry goods that we're stocking up on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
well,
there was plenty. Just to say, also there was plenty of pasta and rice and everything else you wanted. It was only I got the last toilet roll. That's all there was. Yeah. Everything
there wasn't
else.
anything. There wasn't a shelf that was like,
no.
You know, this should have been here, but it's all sold.
But I mean, there wasn't the hand sanitizer, as I said, and there wasn't antiseptic wipes or anti-bac wipes or anything like that. So.
And I want to say thank you. I can't remember your name. Every day is a bit of a blur. For the thank you to the person that told us or reminded us to press the button when you go through the tolls in France, because a van this size, 3 meters tall, 5-ton, twin axle, looks like an HGV. In fact, it says on the logbook it's HGV, but and it comes up as class 4. So if you press the button, which we had forgotten about, and ask them to redo it for camping car class in France, they do. Once they've understood what you're asking for, it's pretty easy. Once we've been reminded and did it, it came like 30% off, 40% off. Yeah. So
wish we'd known that when we had to pay €90. I think it was Val and Dave that said that to us. Was it?
It was Sue and Dave.
Sue.
It was Sue and Dave that told us originally.
Yes,
but then one of you guys out there, one of the travel tribe,
told us that.
Reminded me on the comments, press it and say camping car class. We'd just forgotten about that. We'd forgotten completely and just paid. We were in such a daze. Anyway, so we did massive loads of miles yesterday. 360 miles yesterday.
I didn't enjoy yesterday at all.
Just short of 700 kilometres. So
I didn't enjoy it. It was so cold. It was the first day I've realised I can't wear my shorts or my. I have to wear socks and long trousers now. A jumper. It's so sad. That's the end of it. In 4 days, you've gone from hot
from 22 degrees to
4, wasn't it, yesterday morning?
18 to 20 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning on the beach. Remember that video from a few days ago? Till now, it's like 6 degrees.
This morning it's 6. So.
Yeah, so very, very. Feels very cold when you come from that sort of heat. Anyway,
we're not used to it. It's probably not that cold, but for 6 months we've been in shorts, haven't we?
Yeah. But there you go.
There you go. Never mind. Onwards. We're looking forward. We're getting excited.
Next stop is Rostock.
Yeah.
Of the port. So we're going to an air very close to Rostock.
Right on the port side.
Ferry port.
Yeah.
And we'll be getting the ferry. We booked the ferry for Thursday morning at 9 AM. So the departure's 9 AM. We'll need to get there at 8. So we'll be parked up pretty close and then driving to the TT ferry lines and getting the ferry across to Trelleborg in Sweden.
It's you don't, if you can take your dog, but you don't have to have a cabin for them.
You don't
You
have
can
to.
go overnight one, make it longer, but we're going 5.5 hours. But we decided we would sod the expense. We'll get a cabin. Well, I want to.
It's an extra £54 for a cabin.
And you get your shower. I want to have a nice shower.
But you get to
Yeah.
you get to sit and relax. Maybe maybe have a bit of a recover from the the rather manic journey that we've been having.
Yeah.
And get just sort of recover a little bit.
I don't like the motorways. The rain is lashing down, and all the lorries are splashing, and you can't really see very well. I have to shut my eyes and not look, or sometimes I get my crochet out and I look down. Else my anxiety goes through the roof with that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know you're a good driver, but I don't know.
Wendy does get very worried.
I do. Yeah. But Pippin sleeps all through everything.
She
so
does.
that's
She
good.
can't see out the window. But there you are.
Yeah,
so so we're not far.
No.
We're not far. So we'll be in Sweden at 2:30. The boat docks on Thursday morning.
Yep.
And we've got the motorhome booked in to the dealers on Friday morning, just for them to check the fridge out.
Yeah.
We've had some advice that we should take the fridge out, turn it upside down for a few hours, and then put it back in up the right way. Leave it for a few hours, and then it should start working. Something to do with crystallization in the pipes, and that apparently clears it. Maybe all the stuff runs backwards. I don't know. But it's worth a try, isn't it? Rather than buy a new fridge if it is broken so badly. But we're gonna have them check it out. They'll probably say it needs replacing. We'll say can't afford it, and then I'll work out how to take it out and turn it upside down. Might leave that until we're in Sweden. Well, probably will, because it might need some help to drag the whole thing out, and I can get my son across to help us out with that. Take it out and then turn it upside down. If that works, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it doesn't,
it does. If it was that, yeah.
if it doesn't, then we're just in the same situation of not being able to afford to replace the fridge. And there you are. So we'll have to think of something else. While we're up in the cold northern bits, it's fine. we can leave stuff outside in boxes, can't we?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
And something I reminded Wendy of yesterday, that when you go into a supermarket, all the fruit and vegetables are not refrigerated. We tend to, don't we? When we bring them home, put them in the fridge. But if you're buying little and often, maybe a couple of days worth of fruit and veg at a time, you can leave them out. You can leave it in an ambient place, or in a cooler cupboard. It's this cupboard down here next to the door. That's always freezing cold. I used to keep my wine in there. It always comes out very cold. So we can change things around a bit and leave things like that. But it is now. I suppose it's somewhere about 7:45, and all the men have stopped working, and we're gonna get on our way. We've already made coffee, and we're gonna go. We've got another nearly 500 kilometres.
650 is.
I don't know. Maybe it's 650.
Yeah, I think it is.
Kilometres to go. And if you're wondering where this place is, it's called Bad Neuheim.
Neumann.
Bad Neumann.
Yeah. N-E-I-M-A-N. Yeah. There's two airs here.
Or Bad Neumann.
Yeah. To this one and the other one. But there is a marvellous swimming pool to the side of this car park.
Right across the right
Wow,
across
it looks
the way,
wonderful, with a cafe. And
Very,
when you just come out of the car park, there's a nice place to walk the dog, so it's all good.
Very well frequented, that swimming of ours. Anyway, we're going to see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching.
Yes,
Don't forget, thumbs up,
Yep.
subscribe and click the bell icon.
Yeah.
so that we can just remind you when we do upload a new video.